Hello,
Hello.
everybody, and welcome to our first game night of season 9. We've got guns, we've got beams, we've got balls. That's right, Zenyatta. Gonna see a lot of them this week. Also, coming up soon is gonna be UofT Blue versus the George Brown Huskies. Stay tuned for more. Yes?
Yes, I'm getting a transmission. Talk about season changes. Oh, that took a lot out of me. Okay, we're good. I think I have the message. So the
Well,
teams for today. Yeah, absolutely. Yes. We have, again, NACE Open Premiere. We have the Varsity Blue versus the GSBC. No, I've already messed that up. It's the GBC Gold. More transmissions telling me I've failed and once again. Unfortunate, but I think I've received the message for the second time. Thoughts on the season and how this match is going to look different than even just the match we were casting for last week, Mr. Spaffles?
yep, so as you guys may not know, or may know already,
Hmm.
we are going to be having a health increase for all characters in the game. People below 200 HP previously will have 25 extra HP. Anybody from 200 to 250 HP is going to add 50 health to their baseline. And for tanks who have 300 and above, they are going to have an extra 75 to 100 HP added on, whether that be armor, shields, or just raw health. Another change that's happening that was really controversial a few weeks ago when it got revealed ahead of time was the global regeneration passive. That is going to give every single character in the game support passive levels of healing, although support still get the best version, they get the premium one by getting it a little bit faster. So for regular characters, it's going to happen after 5 seconds and it's going to kick in at the same rate. But for support players, it's going to happen after only 2 seconds. That matches the old support passive exactly. And
Hmm.
in other news, we've also got changes to projectile sizes across the board. This is about a 50% to 100% increase on a lot of characters and abilities. Yes. What is your
Yes.
thoughts? What are your thoughts?
My thoughts on this? So, viewers, you were not here for this earlier, but I have been cleaning my house for the day, as a good young person is to do for a nice clean home. I haven't had the chance to play in the new patch, and the new season, the new notes, or to really read those. I only saw the competitive part, and I said woohoo, and then I put my phone down, and I went and called it a day. So when Mr. Spaffles opened up the game and streamed to Discord, and said, "Hey, Juice, you might want to come see this. Come here. Come look at this." Uh, I thought it was latency at first. And as he continued to shoot those bullets and they continued to hit with the reticle being like, I don't know, a good 2 inches away from any model, I was pleasantly surprised. And by pleasantly surprised, I mean this is a sponsored segment that I am not allowed to induce my normal
This is
raging
not a
vocabulary
sponsored
on.
segment.
This is a
This is a setup.
completely sponsored segment by Blizzard. No, no. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm getting another transmission. My legal team has advised me that is not okay to say. So for legal reasons, that was a joke. Unfortunate. But let's just say I'm not the biggest fan. I'm not the biggest fan of these changes. Zach, back to you.
Um, I'm going to give you a no you counter, and we're going to be introducing the UFT Blue, starting off with you, Juice.
Alrighty, here we go. I do the word and I do the word good. We have Phantoms, Hypothesis, Drac, and Computer OW return from last week. Many of the same roster. So you can see how they do once again. I actually know these people. I'm so excited to be able to call their names out correctly instead of attaching random characters and random names together. So we're excited to see this and then return.
All right, and that leads us over to George Brown College, the GBC Gold Huskies. As we're going to be looking at the starting lineup, you've got Magpuller and Vice on the DPS duo. We've got R2D2, hold the D. You know they got plenty already. It's R222 on tank, and we've got Calden and Hot Pot running the support line.
Nice recovery, my fellow caster. Well done.
Recovery. I've been here before. Anyways, getting into the first map pick, we're looking at Lijiang Tower. You know, a classic staple. You know, we've seen this plenty of times before. I'm pretty sure it's just a scrim ritual at this point, known by beholded by everybody. You got to go Lijiang first, and
Yeah.
you know
We love fighting in the towers.
it's got a very diverse cast of characters here. you've got, you've got Lucio rush comps, you've got dive comps, you've got brawl, you've got all these kind of different styles that mesh together and play differently on different points. And being able to see them all come together in one map is pretty cool. As for what we're looking at today, we're most likely going to be seeing a combination of either ball / Winston dive, or we're going to be seeing some big Ramastra / Reinhardt kind of style comps, where you're going to be seeing those big beefy targets like your Bastions and your Torbjorns who have a 500 effective HP now. And they're going to be really hard to take out. And also another person to call attention to is Pharah. Pharah's a dive character now. I know it sounds weird, but she is. She does a lot of damage, a lot of horizontal mobility, and because she just got another dash ability on top of being able to recover fuel with that. Yes, she did. Okay. It looks like we're going to be rolling out a spawn with ball comp on the side of UofT blue, and for the side of GBC gold, we're going to be seeing a little bit slower play with an Orisa, Genji Pharah like double dive kind of comp, but they're not going to be following it up with their own tank.
I'm excited to see how this ball is going to go for their backline, because Ana, if the Orisas can protect, that'll be great, but doesn't... There we go! Yeah, it doesn't look like there's going to be much support in the backline. Unfortunate. First kill of the match. Hypothesis taking down Kalden. Ana goes down quite quickly. Let's see if Ball can find yet another one. Looks like this fight has already sort of been determined, based on the positioning and where we're going here.
Yep, Kalden kind of left out to dry there on the Ana, as he has no peel looking for him, especially with the Pharah Mercy combo, a little old-fashioned, which is being swapped to a Tracer now. But Ana without a Brig, especially into a ball cup, is just very, very difficult to survive with now. You've got the increased damage and the increased accuracy on all the members of UofT, just inherently by playing on this patch. It's going to be incredibly difficult to keep your members alive.
Nice funnel there by Hypothesis into that small tunnel. Hotpot goes down quite early. The regroup here is not quite happening just yet. Come on, GSB.
Yeah, and you got to see that, Hypothesis has been cooking up the ball games. He's got about 2 hours of ball in the season already. He came in ready and he came in prepared. He did his research and
he took notes.
He's looking like he's cooking. He's cooking. It's chef kiss.
Yeah. Come on, Jesse, we gotta go. Ball, we gotta roll out. Ooh, Phantom's already starting the fight initially. Okay, nice dash up to escape here, but, well, okay, unfortunately not quite enough. Gets picked off here. Fine.
Yep, and we're seeing the fight just break out into the open here as a pulse bomb comes down, but it's going to miss, and a sleep dart actually onto Tracer is going to take her out of the fight with Hoffner R222 getting kills and securing that point. But it's not going to be after some stall though. The ball classic 56%, 57, 58. You got to keep the counter going. Yep, and 59% is going to be the final number when they flip the point, but that's still a lot of bonus charge, and we are bringing this pretty close into one fight territory, depending on if we can get an early cap in the next fight.
I'm hoping to see GBC use their ultimates early here, because we got Magpolar and Kalden, both of their ults. Oh, hey, and the pulse goes out. Oh, but Phantoms does take out Kalden once again, dying just so early in this fight. Unfortunate for Red Team.
Yep, and then you see Hypothesis cleaning up as well, Computer getting the kill onto Hog, and there you go. That's the early, that's the quick fight win that you expect from a ball dive comp. You select your target, you go in on them, and if the other team are sleeping or they're not paying full attention, they're not ready for you, they'll just boom, they're gone. Right?
Yeah, poor Ana, unfortunately getting targeted once again, just really deleted by the entire dive comp that Varsity Blue has here.
Yeah, exactly. You can see Phantoms. He has the EMP. He's going in. He's going to get the 5-man EMP.
Big EMP, vice versa following up the blade here. Hypothesis does find both sports in the back line. Drax pops our ultimate in order to get this keep alive here. Trying to look for the Tracer. Looks like slow cleanup is starting to happen again, and Hog does go down.
Yep, so we do see Vice Versa and Magpolar about to join their teams pretty late into the spawn. Actually, Magpolar does find his way out, but Kalden is unable to touch, and that's going to be round one for UofT Blue.
It's very, very nice.
What was overall a pretty clean round, all things considered.
Yeah, I really like to see the ball comp shine there, especially with those fast picks. Like you said, everybody ganging up on that one guy, Kalden. Oh, poor Kalden on Ana. Really just getting deleted. Just, hey, it'd be fun to jump every time to get that win, secure the dub.
Yeah.
The Ana, yeah.
Okay, look me if you heard if you've heard this before. Okay.
Stop.
So, Invisible Spanish lady. Okay.
Yeah.
The petite British woman in a hamster jump a grandma in an alleyway. Who makes that alive?
You know, I don't think I've ever heard the phrase petite British woman before, and I hope this is not the last time. So remind me to remind you to do that for me again. Thank you.
All right, and now we see us coming out again. Hypothesis on the classic Reinhardt. Meanwhile, R222
Yes.
is
Oh,
going to be coming out on the Ram, the counter comp style.
Unfortunately, Immortality already gone down for GBC. Quite a key cooldown to be going down so quickly. We have a Mei versus Mei fight here, but with one shield. Unfortunately, when Ram gets that shift back again, he's going to start pounding away at the team. They got to find some pick quick. Oh, but a nice wall. Brian kind of getting isolated. Is Ram able to chase him down? Does. Finds Hypothesis with a kill. Mei desperately trying to stay alive. And popping his icicle already. Trace is looking in the backline to start equalize for the team, but nope. Looks like Ramantra is just going to punch his way to victory in this fight.
Yeah, you see I there with a really clean kill. On top of that, he's greeting for the pulse bomb. He gets the second one. He gets from on the point. And even though they're down, they're not out. He gets the third. He got the third kill, forced to come into vice versa, but that opens up the team enough, and that's only 10% going to go over to GBC before they're able to cap the point themselves.
Okay, we need like a caster spoke too soon emote or some sort of hashtag, because I just absolutely blew my prediction out of the water right there. Just actual 1v4 on the point.
You know, that's not the only thing that was blown after that. Is our minds were as well, and I is going to seemingly swap over to the Sojourn. I guess he wasn't feeling the Tracer was particularly effective even after that play. We're going to see a Reinhardt with 2 fire strikes almost catching the back piece off guard.
Okay, but I do manage to find him anyway. Regardless, really just walking forward and ignoring that giant window and just going forward and finding yet another one. Calvin goes down quickly. Fire strike takes down R22. Yep, looks like yet another clean pick.
Yep, and now we're resetting. We're going to strategically path closer to the door. We're going to hold them in the close corner next to that pixel cute spray. And we're going to go for an early shatter. Gets 5.
Hypothesis. That is so rude. Oh my god.
Just were not expecting it. Ramantra running out of spawn with Nemesis form engaged. He had no chance of blocking that. Not even a slim fraction of a chance for the shield because he didn't have it equipped.
Dude, he's just like third person peeking that corner line. I have to think that GBC has encountered enough of that either in comp or something to know that perspective change is coming for a shatter. And you know what else is coming is Phantoms. Phantoms coming with the Blizzard. Looks like the entire team is going to be caught out in that. I think it was a 5-man Blizzard. Very rare to see. Even with Window coming up from sorry, not a computer, a Hotpot. Doesn't look like it's enough to change the tides, and Ram's going to be slowly picked off. I don't even know if GBC is going to be able to touch the point with these percentages, but maybe.
Yeah, it was a bit of a double brain freeze there as we saw both Blizzards coming out and like I believe 6 or 7 people total getting caught in them. A lot of people were frozen, and it was really, really valuable for UofT Blue as they were able to execute their targets, and they were able to nullify 3 ults and still keep control. That's really massive for a team that only expended.
Yeah, really good value, but it looks like even without Calden being there, they were able to touch the point. Oh, and a really extremely clutch ultimate from our Ramantra from R22 comes down, and we're able to take the point, as well as a Reaper ultimate to take out the Immortality. Okay, Desperate Last Touch does work. It looks like even with Calden gone, GBC was able to clean.
Yep, exactly. You know what they say, once a Lucio, always a Lucio. Does that make sense? No. Will it? No. And you see GBC Gold Huskies walking up, and Reinhardt is separated by the Mei wall. But he's going to be able to make it out thanks to the Lucio speed boost.
God, he charges right back in. He's really not afraid to go, but vice versa finds Phantom early. Trading once more for the Mei. But R22 finds the speed, kills the speed of the team. It doesn't look like there's going to be another push on this until they regroup. Oh, Varsity Blue, what you going to do here?
Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm like Sojourn is still last season, bro. Like, she can't even one-shot anymore, and...
Doesn't she get the projectile buff too, right?
She gets the projectile buff, but she actually loses out on damage.
Oh, okay.
It keeps the same damage before, but because they're not 200 HP targets, it doesn't matter, but it's snipe.
Nasty snipe again! And through the window too, in the perfect spot at that little bird perch. Hypothesis charging our Ram, yep. Mei desperately trying to get that last touch, but it's clean wipe.
Yeah, that's going to be map 1 going for UofT Blue. Good job to the team. That's a 2-0 lead. And as I was saying before, right? So since everybody's HP got increased, but not all the damage was increased as well, certain characters are kind of affected differently or to different degrees.
Hmm.
And you're going to be seeing that a lot with characters that used to one-shot, like Sojourn. Instead of doing 190 damage out of your total 200 HP pool, she's doing 190 out of 250. Because
Right. Everyone's HP increasing, I
everybody
guess.
has more HP, they're not going to be one or two like regular shots
Yeah.
away from death, and that means that makes a lot of a difference, right? And that's and then 190
Yeah.
damage, mind you, is with a mercy damage boost applied, or
Mm.
it's going to be a little bit bigger with Ana, but I don't think she gets the one shot with her railgun unless she has a BAP window now. There's a massive change.
Mm. Yeah, I mean,
Instead, we're
I
going to
remember.
be
Oh,
sorry, you
sorry,
go ahead.
please. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. No, I still remember when Cassidy got that plus 25 HP, and I think it was Widow as well who had that sort of way. Was it in Overwatch? I can't remember if it was one or two. But even just that small increase in health really was like, oh yeah, you can now survive like 2 shots instead of just one, and that difference was really impactful in a lot of the games at least I was experiencing. So yeah, no, I can see how, or I'd like to see, I'd like to think, I do like to think, I like to think that
She
that
likes to
change
think.
for everybody else, including for the entire cast and of characters that we have in Overwatch, would make a difference towards how the game goes. I'm not sure how much of a difference it'll make more with the projectile size increase, because everybody, even if you have more health, if everybody can hit shots easier, it's like, even with me and my terrible aim, am I able to really get that value with everything I'm doing? Oh yeah, no, this is definitely deserved here.
Yeah. Now, I will say that for any of you aspiring pro players, I know everybody who watches this broadcast is at least GM3, maybe two even.
Yeah,
But
all of us.
if you are an aspiring
What?
DPS player, I would recommend, you look up Ashe. You know, Ashe is a character in Overwatch. She is a
Never heard of
member
her.
of the Deadlock gang.
Hmm.
She has a long range rifle that maintains the ability to two shot with a headshot and a body shot with a mercy pocket.
Hmm.
Now, for all of
Hmm.
you Sojourn refugees, right? All you Sojourn
Ooh.
players who you might have felt
Ooh.
like you lost your home. You don't have the most powerful DPS in the game anymore. I can confirm to you that you can switch over to Ashe, and she doesn't even need to charge up her shots. She just has them.
Ah.
Um,
And her
so yeah, that's pretty
reload is
cool.
like way faster.
Not really, but anyways, back at it. And then some other characters to note, really, that really benefited from these new changes. We're going to be looking at, your tracers, your bastions, your torbs. Um, well, let's look Torb. Torb does a lot of damage, but he's mostly spam. When you're looking at Tracer and Bastion, their reticles, right? They have like pretty big spreads, but every single one of those bullets now went from being super tiny to being like a little
Oh.
less so.
Oh
So
no. Oh, that's
exactly.
scary. That's
So now
terrifying.
you're getting a lot more hits, a lot more
Oh.
damage. And if you can remember a few seasons ago when Bastion was really popular and they nerfed him by increasing his spread by 10%, this completely eclipses that change and sends him even further down the opposite direction where he does a lot of damage at good range for his turret form. A little bit more than you would expect just like playing around and like messing up with him.
That's kind of crazy to think about, that his tank form is now even more of a freaking damage buster. The the size increase is not a visible change, so it just looks like when you shoot someone, their health bar wasn't balanced right and they just disappear faster. That's that's bugging my mind. That's really, there's a disconnect between reality and what I'm seeing in front of me, and I don't like it. I don't
Yeah,
like the bullet pew
exactly.
pew. Mm, mm,
And I
mm,
mean, that's what you're gonna see from the season. A lot of the hit scan slash guy with gun characters really
mm,
benefited from these changes. They're going to be seeing a lot more damage come in because they're able to hit headshots more consistently slash track their targets better, and
mm.
more shots hit directly translates to more damage done. And if your character is say going from 30% to 40% accuracy, that's almost a 50% damage increase for a 25% health increase.
So many
That
numbers.
it outweighs itself a lot, right? Because if you have a 200 HP character and they get 50 extra health, that's a 25% health increase. But
Hmm.
everyone's doing 50% more damage. people die faster even though they have more health.
Yeah, so this health
So,
change is like minimum, really, impact wise.
well, yeah, it's to, like they said actually in their blog post, and a lot of people didn't believe them because they didn't think the change would make that big of a difference. But
Mm.
the health change is actually to offset the projectile changes, which is crazy in
Yeah,
a
I don't
way.
know if that's enough, but like at least it's in that direction, which is nice, and they considered it because there's going to be so much more damage flying around. So
Right.
I already feel like as a tank player, I'm getting my ass bursted. Like I'm just my pop capped and everything happening. But who knows? We'll see it more in this game, I guess, as we go to King's Row. That'll be exciting. Scrim's Row, everybody, everyone's favorite.
Yeah, we got Scrims Row coming right up. We've got, this is the home of Brawl / Rush. We're gonna see your Reinhardts, your Rams, your Rissas if you're cringe, but you can still see your Rissas here. And you're gonna be seeing a lot less Hanzo play. Hanzo used to be very notorious on this point, especially with some of the angles he could get through Hotel, from the opening spots, through chokes. Those arrows no longer one-shot people. So even at full draw against regular 250 HP targets now, you are not going to be able to one-shot, which is a massive, massive pain for the character. And I don't think we're going to really see him at all. Instead, we're going to be seeing Widowmaker, who still gets the ability to one-shot all the way up to 300 HP. So she's going to be able to one-shot almost every single character from the DPS and support roster just for existing still. And she gets more HP to do it with. So Widowmaker, still really strong.
You Widowmaker fans, there you go.
Any Widow fans,
There you are.
Get some help. But Widowmaker fans, you're gonna be happy. I'm expecting to see some Bastion play, maybe Torbjorn if we get a little feisty, a little spicy with it. If we cook something up in the kitchen, you hot pot perhaps. Haha, funny joke.
Nah, someone get this man another mic. This guy's spitting. We need double the amount of recordings on this guy. I think we should have just a giant podcast dedicated to only what you're saying because you are mad cooking.
Um,
Hello, Ratatouille, baby. Anyway, sorry. They pay me to talk. They don't pay me to say the truth. Go ahead.
Anyways, looking into it, we're going to be seeing Team GB Huskies are going to be attacking first, and we're going to be seeing a defense from UofT Varsity Blue. We're going to be seeing some pretty traditional comps. We're going to be seeing a Reinhardt Sojourn May. Soj, I'm sorry. You got to let her go. Maybe.
No, I don't want them to break up. Eye is always eye for an eye. We know
the
how
incident
good this
was
guy
years
is.
ago. It's not your fault. You can let it happen. We love you. Okay.
Why are you breaking up the past?
And on the time of the GBC Huskies, we're seeing a Junker Queen, Genji, Widow, Lucio, and Kiri comp. Also a bit old-fashioned. I'm not exactly sure how Junker Queen is going to fare with this new meta. She does rely a lot on healing, and the new DPS passive, reducing healing by 20%, is going to be a bit of a bane on her as the Huskies make their way towards first point.
I'm being paid to say I don't like that change. Don't like it. Don't like it. I already die fast enough. Don't give me less healing, please. Oh, but a beautiful wall. Oh yeah, no healing for you, JQ. Oh wait, but she's able to escape. Someone crawling out from the edges of the corner, and then I finds Magpolar. We were just talking about this. Hypothesize hot pot, and it looks like we have the first hold from defense round.
Exactly. A pretty, this is your average fight. You got to test out the waters. You got to see if you can find any picks. Really, really unfortunate catch there on the vice versa as he's trying to still walk out from the spawn just a little too early, and Phantom's Drac combo just speeds in, and walls behind him so he's not able to retreat into the spawn doors. It's really funny.
A little too far.
We see Phantoms is lying in wait. Him and Hypothesis are cooking something up, and
okay, aggressive. I like to see it. Oh, okay. Are they gonna find the carry? You're gonna find the kill on Eye? No, doesn't let. Oh, distance. But Eyeball has already dealt massive damage to GBC in the backline, and Computer finds vice versa. Oh man, Magpolar even clutch in kills yet another with Drac. Wait, can we do something with this here? We are right by spawn. That's 2 pigs. It might be possible.
Magpuller narrowly misses the shot onto Computer as he's going even deeper. He wants this. He's going for it. They're trying to push their benches as fast as possible as they're still up in numbers, still have a one-man advantage. And the Shatter misses.
To see it. Hypothesis.
Oh no, Magpuller on the flank with the overclock. He's looking at the window. He's staring it down. He knows what he must do. He's hearing his calling, and Track finds the kill out the vice versa. And Magpuller with 18 HP on this side, and Kiri misses the TP.
Oh my god, but even then 20 HP he does not care. He's just gonna keep firing that. May from Phantom's trying to ice him out. Oh, okay, he's forced to relocate, but he does find, Choker Queen in the meantime, unfortunately, in the time that Magpuller took to move around. Looks like the main tank for our GBC goes down. Oh, no, not enough. Magpuller does find May, but Hypothesis takes out vice versa. It's still anyone's game. Never mind, I spoke a little too soon. Looks like Hypothesis is ready to take out the rest of the team, and Varsity Blue, UofT, takes another round.
Yeah, you got a license for that point? Because...
Yeah, where's your identification? Show me your ID. Where's your government license?
Anyways, we're seeing a bit of another poke phase, and I is looking for a juicy kill with the overclock. Your Phantoms also has the Blizzard available to him as Track gets like first kill onto Sojourn.
Dude, Sniper Lucio? You don't see it often. Oh no. You're so rude. You're so rude, Phantoms. Oh my god. I'm not inviting you over for dinner anymore. No way. You can't meet my parents. That was uncalled for.
Hey, yo. I thought I was meeting your parents next weekend.
They're sick.
Well, yeah, that's just, Drac is just what you call your parents. Anyway.
Oh my god, speaking of sick, look how many ultimates are coming out. I'm puking in all these colors. Pops his ultimate. He's getting chased down by vice versa for the blade. Oh, he goes down, protected by his Lucio. Unfortunate, but Hotpot does find Phantoms. Computer on W getting his own kill on Calden, and Hypothesis takes out the opposing tank, and Monkey goes down as well. There were so many ults pop, but unfortunately, it's back and forth. It's possible. Maybe with the quick spawns, 15 seconds left, could be something.
Yep, Magpuller isolated behind enemy lines. He's playing a little bit of Agent Bond, 007 coming in.
Comes out with the ult. Could it be really clutch? Computer does find vice versa. Tracer goes down to the headshots. Oh, he's guarding point here. Hypothesis comes in for a little visit. Ding dong. What's happening here? Okay, Magpuller getting punched away. Finding the space on the high ground. Hypothesis nearly finds Kiriko, but Hotpot manages to TP away when that cooldown comes back. Phantoms trying to take care of the carry Magpuller here. Computer does find Monkey. Gets killed. Oh my. Unfortunate low touch. Letter number. King Charles alive. It's so close. That was so close. It was so winnable.
Yeah, 74%. You know, that really hinged on Hypothesis, his making a switch to Doomfist and rushing back to point with it, as well as just, the amount of speed and how fast UofT were willing to take that fight really impacted, GBC's preparation for them. They didn't give them time to walk up to the choke. They didn't give them time to establish around high grounds on the point. No. As soon as they could, they just sped full force forward.
Yeah.
And took them on.
Offense is the best defense. You kept seeing the May wall come out, the push forward, even when it was just, I believe, Lucio and May just in the front. Even Joker Queen ended up following up afterwards after the wall came. Or maybe I have some of the teams wrong, but we saw a super aggressive first two. Wall goes up, following up from the rest of the team. There was incredible aggression even on the defensive side from our UofT Varsity Blue.
All I can say is what are we doing looking at Widow? Anyways, we're gonna be looking at pineapple on pizza. Oh, I love you. Oh my god,
we have this food emotes. Everybody bow down. All right. No wonder this team is pulling out so many W's. It's because of the food buff.
Yeah, now rolling out on a little bit of the Hog counter comp. You got Hog, you got Zen, Widow really threatening out a spawn. He's going to walk forward with it, actually going to try and see a forward angle as Phantoms is going in deep. He's all the way in.
What, he gets out?
To survive.
That's crazy positioning by him. Oh, okay. It does end up getting taken out by vice versa. But still, did you see the way he climbed that? Wasn't even looking. Can't believe he got out there.
Exactly. I mean, playing Genji on, you know, with an Awari Zen is going to be a little bit like Saving Private Ryan. You go in and then you're just
Real desperate.
everything's
yeah,
on
yeah.
fire. Everybody's looking at you. Nobody's going inside the team with you. And it's like a little threatening to be isolated in that spot. I'm going to see a lot of swaps, and it's going to be more of a dive comp. As I know, it's going to be a full dive comp as we see the Winston, Tracer, Lucio, Ana swaps for the side of UofT.
I like this positioning here by Hypothesis. Does drop down, but gets walled and iced out. Jumps into the back line. He's able to get the supports. What a nice dive in with the rest of his team. Does get charged away by Reinhardt. R222 making sure that his team is nice and safe. Actually saving Prime Ryan. Just charges right in. Oh, we're looking for yet another fight here. A lot of stuff is happening in the middle of point. Ryan's kind of moving around. He's getting healed, but his shield is getting a little low. Oh, but a nice fire strike on Ana. Oh, man!
Fancy!
Hypothesis finds Reinhardt just because he was purple at half HP. Papa is desperately trying to keep everybody up with this window, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. Immortality does come out. Anyone going to fall next? It could be anyone's game. Hotbot is already loading. Gets taken down by Phantom. Goes to the back line. We find Magpolar. It doesn't look like GBC is going to be able to hold this. Oh no! What a well-played ante. Oh my computer! Oh, hello. FedEx delivery.
You know, I was gonna say that was a pretty fast, almost altless victory there for Varsity Blue, but you know, you gotta throw in your hits where you can take them, right? As we see the Pulse Bomb just snagging the Reinhardt on his charge back in. That's gonna lead
the train skin.
Yep, and now UofT Varsity Blue are gonna be leading your series 2-0, heading into map 3, Flashpoint.
Dude, I'm so happy we got to catch the Ana, the nade. How often do you see, like, are you right there with the camera and just, like, ready to capture that nade moment? Chef's kiss. Shout out to the producer. Shout out to the guy controlling the camera. We love that.
Yeah, whoever you are out there, shout out to
we don't
you.
know you. You ghost, you phantom camera guy, thank you for your work. Man. Oh my god. I heard you scream at the same time as me as we're both like, oh my god, the nade. Like, it's not even an ultimate, or not even like a good wall, or, you know, as we noted, and a good ability, but like the nade and the perfect spot to kill the Reinhardt. Oh my god.
Yeah, you know, oh yeah, it's all coming together. You love when stuff like that happens. And
Yep. Yeah.
yeah, and now going into Suravasa as our third map pick, we've got a lot of, you know, opportunities here to see different comps. You know, on Flashpoint, it's become tradition. You got to run the Lucio. Lucio is going to be very... It gives your team a lot more mobility. It gives them a lot of speed. You can take fights fast, and you can also rotate back quicker. Because unlike Control, the point goes at 1.5x speed. The capture rate is really, really high. And being able to reach the point faster than your opponent, or at the same speed as your opponent, to try and set up and take those power positions is really, really important. You know, as with the Lucio comps, you're most likely going to be seeing some sort of ball shenanigans, I'd assume, from Hypothesis. Although we could just go back to the Brawl comp. You know, they seem pretty comfortable on both of them. What are your
I've been enjoying seeing the Brawl so far from our UofT Varsity Blue. The speed in which they engage and they're ready to go in, like one good wall or one good speed boost, and even if it's just a DPS, they just full commit. It's really exciting to see the amount of trust that the team has on, like, oh look, I have a good engage, go, green light, and everybody rushes in. I think if we're going to defeat this sort of speed, either we're going to have to increase the speed of their own play for GBC, like what we're seeing here with the Lucio and the Junker Queen, either the full commit with the team, or trying to find a way to counter the spam that Varsity Blue is able to produce in order to take down one pick early in the fight. So either avoid, or we go in harder.
Yeah, and we're seeing that GBC Huskies are rolling out on the same comp as they got comfortable with last map, as UofT Varsity Blue is 3 for 3. They're bringing out another comp here with the Symmetra Bastion Sigma. You know, a bit of a different comp. It's more about neutralizing the enemies, controlling their flow, while letting Bastion and Sim ramp up and get all their damage out, or covering up for their weak cooldown periods. You can just see the Bastion buff in action. He just does so much damage.
Dude! Look, okay, credit to credit where I is, of course, a marksman, an absolute marksman. But even just seeing someone with that high level precision gunplay just generously, you know, sort of rub the crosshair around the character, like, oh my god, oh my It's why.
Well, I mean, okay. Let's call a spade a spade, right? When you're playing with Bastion, it's the circle goes in the square hole.
Ah, you're right. You're right.
You gotta
Got it
like
in there.
line them up. You gotta
Yeah.
like get it kind of right, and then you just gotta like jam it into the hole. And then as soon as it goes through, it's done. And that's kind of
Yeah.
what he does with the turret form. You know, you gotta just trace around. It's like tracing basically.
Oh, but a nice save from not our tracer, but the Sojourn. Oh, but I does find Hotpot somewhere off screen. Okay, yeah, it's just those Bastion buffs. It's just the Bastion buffs. I think we can just sum up today's game, or maybe this match, or this round here. Just Bastion buff.
Yeah, I mean, you're really seeing it in action. You're seeing a lot of damage come through for both teams. It's not as... It's crazy to say that there's a lot more damage, but not as bursty. A lot of the big burst
That's true.
abilities and moments got nerfed by having more HP.
I like
you're seeing more consistent damage being done, and the damage consistently being done faster.
I do like consistency. I was not afraid of, not a fan of, say, Lucio. Not Lucio. Hanzo just boop boop, dead. Boop boop, dead, you know?
Yeah, and it looks like Phantom's gonna be
Oh
caught
my
a little bit off guard here, and he gets headshot by Magpuller, trading back, you know, oh, it's 2 for 2 now.
2 for 2 deal! Magpolar! Oh my, and Computer finding yet another one. Oh, but it doesn't look like, even with the picks that Magpolar is able to get, looks like UofT Varsity Blue is able to take that. Unfortunately, Calden going down again immediately at the beginning of the fight. It's so sad to see. Oh,
Remember
not a
what I
great
said
day.
about the triangle and the square hole? We saw it again.
And
You know,
the square and the circle hole? Yeah.
What are you talking about? No, it was always a circle and a blue hole.
You're right. I wasn't listening. Sorry, I'm color deaf.
Anyways, heading back into it, we're going to be seeing 5 ultimates for UofT Varsity Blue versus just the one Sojourner for the GBC Huskies. Now, Lucio looking for an opportunity, found the Sojourner. He's
assassin!
and yeah,
Lucio! I would have liked to see it. I'm glad we got to see some action
going in,
though.
he's getting
Nice
one.
flux.
He
We get 2 here. Reinhardt in the corner, already at half. Taking out the immortality. Okay. Oh, they're already so low in the corner. They're cutting LOS of the immortality. Hypothesis finds both Cauldron and vice versa. Oh, and I finishes it up. Reinhardt was already quite low. Oh my god, what a flux.
You know, and you know that fight, it felt really, you know, stop, go, stop, go, stop, go. You know, Lucio, really cool, but advantageous position. And he has to run away. And then big flex, and then Immort. And then he's not in the Immort, and then he dies. You know,
Excellent.
that's kind of the feeling we're getting here as now the next fight's starting.
Yeah, okay. Oh, nearly a good rock on the deflecting Genji, but it does hit the wall. Oh, Reinhardt caught out just a little bit too far. Unfortunately, and Phantoms also finds vice versa, and it looks like it's just going to be another clean wipe here.
Yeah, and, you know, I don't want to bring more attention to it, but Bastion is just immovable. You got this massive 500 HP target effectively, standing in the middle of the game, doing the most damage. He's Mauga 2 when Mauga was Bastion 2, Electric Boogaloo.
God. I hate that you said that, and I hate that you're so right. It really does bother my brain.
Exactly, and now we're going to be seeing the second point secured for UofT, and we're in a mad dash for third here, as, you know, this is match point, or this could
Come
be
on,
match
GBT.
point.
Come on, you guys can do this. You have 4 ultimates. Show us what you're made of.
Yep. And that's not to discount the Sim either, with the massive rotates into Hotpot, getting cooked by Hypothesis as well, finding the kill onto Calden. And it's a mad dash.
I spoke too soon. Caster cursed. Caster cursed. My bad, GBC. That's on me.
Yeah, and it was a no ults expended for GBC versus 1 ult expended for UofT, so can't say it wasn't too unexpected. I'm gonna see Phantom's getting a little spicy here with the teleport plays. You know, just completely choking out the other team. We're gonna see some advanced turrets. We're gonna see some poke from the right clicks.
I like the Sim and Bastion combo, especially moving around our immovable tank. Oh no,
Exactly.
no. Oh! 2 already down. I don't know if we're gonna be able to follow up on this. What we do, vice versa does find 2 with the blade. Phantom does find R2, punishing him for the shatter. Blade finds 1 more, so that's 3 for 3. Could be anyone's game. Hypothesis is still alive, struggling to kill this Lucio because they are a sneaky little guy. Oh no, I spoke a little too soon. Spoke a little too soon.
was a valiant attempt, but Hypothesis clinging on to dear life, just playing inside that shield like his life depended on it, which it did. As we're seeing, 70%. This is last fight territory coming in. We got Flux and Dash Nult. A lot of damage coming out.
Oh no, the timing.
Pretty early.
The timing, unfortunate. Yeah, we got that Flux and we got that Bastional, and then we like literally everything you just mentioned all at once. That's actually quite a good combo. I had not thought about Sigma and Bastional combining like that. But yeah, just closed out game from Varsity Blues. Well played, everybody.
And that's gonna end the series. Varsity Blues up 3-0 versus the GBC Gold.
Yeah, I really enjoy the speed. Oh, wait, I'm so sorry. I spoke over you. Look at this. Look at this. Look at what we just saw.
Yeah, that is a certified Giga Sigma moment. Anyways, as I was saying before, what stood out to you most in the series today?
If I can't answer as you, then I would have to say probably the speed at which the ultimates were coming out from Varsity Blues. The way that they engaged in fights earlier than GBC did, almost every time that they would collide, was way more efficient, way faster. And so Varsity Blues, they come out, they see that GBC is ready and trying to get in position. Bam, pulp ultimates, at least one or two, and they just engage. If not ultimates, at least cooldowns, and they go. The comp that, even though GBC was running that Junker Queen and Lucio speed comp, they did not catch up to Varsity Blue and the speed at which they would engage every time. It was a well-oiled machine. It was very unfortunate to see for GBC side, but Varsity Blues here, the way they engage and the uniformity of how they took those fights, I can see why they won today.
Yeah, very eloquently said, and very fortunately for the listeners at home, I'm going to be the last one you're going to hear from as we end the stream. Have a good night, everybody, and we'll be seeing you guys again next week, same time, same channel. Have a good night.
Next week.